Easter may have been months ago, but Jeremy at Achievement Hunter is still finding Easter eggs. Let's take a look at the top 5 video game Easter eggs of 2017 so far.
What's up guys, Jeremy from Achievement Hunter here, and we're counting down the top 5 Easter eggs of 2017. Now if you're wondering what an Easter egg is, it's something that's hidden within the game. It could just be a little secret that changes gameplay, something visual to look at, or a reference to something else. They're just fun little trinkets that you can find while playing through. And the following are the 5 best ones of 2017 so far. At number 5, we have the Triforce in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now anyone who's played the game is very familiar with shrines. Link has to go inside of these shrines, complete some sort of task, and then a monk at the end will present Link with a spirit orb. Now you might think the monks don't have a lot going on visually, but in the first 4 shrines you go to, take a look at the monk's hands. The first monk is holding his hands out in a triangle. The second, an upside down triangle and a bit lower. The third is off to the left, and the fourth is off to the right. Trace lines around all of their hands and put them together, and you have the Triforce. It's a cool little secret that you could probably miss if you weren't watching closely enough. Up next, we have the Mortal Kombat Easter egg in For Honor. This game gives a cool shout out to one of the greatest fighting games of all time. If you go to the Sanctuary Bridge map and set the time to night, in the background, you can sometimes catch a glimpse of something off in the distance. It's 2 men fighting on top of a bridge, and one is on fire. This is of course a reference to the classic background from Mortal Kombat. I mean, just look at the 2 side by side. It's always cool to see homages to old video games in these new titles, right? At number 3, we have the Do Not Press buttons from Ghost Recon Wildlands. Now, Wildlands is a huge open world game. Drive around, take on missions with your friends or AI. There's so many things to do in this world. Like run into some buttons that tell you not to press them. That's right, hidden across this huge open world are 4 buttons that simply say do not press. If you press the button, well, a series of things could happen. What type of things? Well, fireworks could shoot out of a dam, rockets could fire straight up into the air and then curve directly at you, a statue could start shooting fire, or you could just destroy an entire landscape. Maybe you really shouldn't press those buttons. At number 2, we have the Death Stranding Easter egg in Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, while you might be familiar with Horizon Zero Dawn's huge open world and beautiful scenery, you might be a little less familiar with what Death Stranding is. Well, it's the newest title coming from Hideo Kojima and Kojima Productions. In fact, there's already been a couple of teaser trailers out for the game. Now, featured in these trailers were things like a necklace, some handcuffs, even a weird baby doll floating in a river. I know, it seems really odd. But you can find all of these items in Horizon Zero Dawn, that being the stranded necklace, the stranded shackles, and the stranded figure. What's even cooler is that the icon for these items is the mascot of Kojima Productions. Want there to be even more to this Easter egg? Well, there is. Take all 3 of those items to a certain merchant, and he'll trade them all for loot. Not only is it an Easter egg, but you get something out of it. We like those. And at number 1, we have the Up Easter egg from Battlefield 1. We all know Battlefield 1, the massive multiplayer war game. And we all know Up, the lovable Disney film about an old man in a house lifted by balloons. And yeah, I guess those 2 intersect. In 2017, Battlefield 1 released a DLC called They Shall Not Pass, and in it is a map called Verdun Heights. If you head to the edge of the map, you'll see a fence with 3 wine bottles placed against it. Those probably shouldn't be there, so go ahead and shoot them. Destroying all 3 wine bottles opens the next part of the Easter egg, where you must go and shoot 3 weather vanes on top of 3 different buildings. Now this can be in any order. Now once you shoot all 3 of the weather vanes, just look at the tree line and you'll see something start to come into view. That's right, it is a house being lifted up by 3 balloons. It'll fly gently across the sky and then disappear once again. Now, this can happen in any multiplayer game, so don't be surprised if you see this thing flying around during your next match. So there you go, guys, the top 5 Easter eggs of 2017 so far. I'm sure there's a lot more to come later in this year. If you want to see videos on those, check out AchievementHunter.com. We'll see you there, and I'll see you next time right here at GameStop. Bye, everybody.
Speaking of Easter eggs in games, this just might be one of the biggest of all. Most people know that NetherRealm, the studio behind Mortal Kombat, also developed the popular Injustice series. Both series have been known to feature some creative guest characters. But now, with the release of Fighter Pack 1 for Injustice 2, one of the most recognizable Mortal Kombat characters is going to battle with the DC Universe's greatest heroes and villains. Batman and Wonder Woman? Meet Sub-Zero.
Who is it under the mask?
I am Sub-Zero, Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei.
That's a first.
Is it me, or is it like Sub-Zero's just working everybody in the game, and you might as well be him throughout the entire thing?
Yeah, well, just abandon all DC characters.
Yes, just
Sub-Zero only.
I got my money on him.
Yeah, he's great.
We need to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're talking Nintendo.
It's a big deal right now.